All right. Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you very much for coming on board. Hare Krishna, Narayan, Keshavan, Kanu, Mitra, Samarth. You can turn on your camera and microphone. Okay, I'd like to hear some of your devotional activities that you perform this weekend. So we'll start with Narayan. So Narayan, can you talk about what you did this weekend? What devotional activities?
What? We did a program last night.
Oh, yeah, Sunday feast. How did it go?
Huh?
How did it go?
See?
How many devotees came?
How many? 6. I think.
Plus all of you, huh? That's nice. Very good.
No more than 6. We must reach 10.
Okay.
9.
Okay, we'll go to Vishrut. Vishrut, can you speak? Or Samarth? There's a lot of movement happening. Samarth. Hare Krishna, Samarth. Yes. Hare Krishna. We cannot see you. We can just see a tuft of hair.
1 second, I am coming.
You're coming. You're helping Krishnavi. This is your closet, Krishnavi. You have class in your closet, is it? Okay. Hare Krishna, Mitra. Any devotional activities you'd like to share that you did this weekend?
Sunday program.
Sunday program, you went? And you attended the kids' class?
Yeah.
What did you learn at the kids' class? Or in activities?
Practice for Janmashtami.
You will be in the drama, yeah?
No, we practice for singing.
Singing. What is the bhajan you'll sing?
Balamukundashtakam.
Balamukundashtakam. Very nice. Okay, thank you, Mitra. All right, very good. Okay, so as you might remember, the last class last week on Friday, we had done a story from Gita Wisdom Tells from this verse here about regulated work. Okay, 6:17, this one. Okay. Yuktahara viharasya yukta chetasya karmasu yukta swapna vabuddhasya yogo bhavati dukkha. And we read the first story. So as I was going to prepare this class today, I read the second story. And I have to say that I was not so much motivated to read this story to you. Why? Because first of all, I have never heard this story before, even from the Pancha Tantra. It's not there. And I don't know where this is from, and I don't think there's so much good instruction in that story, so I decided to just skip it. We've got Narayani and Vishrut in the same screen, 2 screens, double screen, next to one another. Okay. So I decided to skip this, and we'll jump directly to Bhāgavatam tells again about Draupadī, Srimati Draupadi. Okay. So we're going to start with the Mangala Charana prayer. So I will be muting you, because if we all read together the Mangala Charana prayer, it's very echoey. There's a lot of background noise, but you can still speak it out loud, okay, wherever you are. All right. So we're starting. Om Jnana-timirandhasya Jnananjala-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Svayam Rupah Kadamahyam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guruho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhischa Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Okay, very good. Thank you all for coming. So today's story will be about Shrimati Draupadi Devi. So I'd like to ask you, does anybody know something about Draupadi? Anyone would like to say something about Shrimati Draupadi that you know of? You can raise your hand. Okay, I see Keshava has got something to say. So you can unmute yourself, Keshava. Let me know what you know about Draupadi Devi.
Pandavas.
Yes, Keshava, anything you know?
They marry the Pandavas.
Very good. She is the wife of the Pandavas, right? Very good. Okay. What else do we know about Shrimati Draupadi? Yes, Sudam?
She must wear all white colors.
White colors?
Yeah, all white.
No, because you mean Kunti Devi. Kunti Devi, different, yeah? Kunti Devi, she's the mother of the Pandava, and she must wear all white. Why?
Because the father died.
Because her husband died, the father of the Pandava. So Shrimati Kunti Devi, she must wear white, but not Draupadi. Okay. What else? Anyone else would like to say something about Shrimati Draupadi? Okay, so I'll say a few things. So Shrimati Draupadi, she is born from Drupada. That is the name of her father, okay, Drupada. And she is born from a yajna, actually. So Drupada, what happened is that when the Pandavas, Arjun, I think here we will see some pictures of the Pandavas. Yeah, so we have here, you can see here, this is Arjun behind and Bhima. So when the Pandavas, they graduated from the military school of Dronacharya, they have to offer dakshina to Dronacharya. So this is remuneration for the education. So Dronacharya said, I want you to go and conquer Drupada. So they attacked the kingdom of Drupada, and they actually captured him. Okay. So later on, Drupada was thinking, wow, this Arjuna is so mighty. He's so powerful. I would like to make alliance with him. Alliance means two kings that become very, very good friends, and they will fight for one another. This is called an alliance. So he made a fire sacrifice. He said, from this fire sacrifice, I want 2 children. One child will be a boy or a man who will be able to kill Dronacharya. And second, I want a daughter who will be able to marry Arjun. Like that, I will be an ally with Arjun. So Draupadi was not born the normal way as we are born. She emerged from a Vedic ritual, a Vedic fire sacrifice, and along with her brother. So Drishtadumna is her brother, and her Draupadi is the sister. And when she's born, there was a voice that foretold that this woman would be the cause of the destruction of the great dynasties, the Bharat dynasty and like that. Of course, it's all the arrangement of the Lord like that. So she's very, very chaste lady. She had 5 husbands, the five Pandavas. Okay, so we're going to be reading about her, and her story is called A Mother's Soft Heart. Okay, so Shrimati Draupadi Ki Jai. We are going to read now. Okay. A Mother's Soft Heart. Ashvatthama was the son of Dronacharya, the military teacher of the Pandavas and the Kauravas. Ashvatthama was a friend of evil Duryodhana and cited him in the Kurukshetra war. He fought against the virtuous Pandavas. With the assistance of Lord Krishna, the Pandavas won the battle. While Arjuna killed several warriors, Bhima killed the 99 brothers of Duryodhana and defeated him in a club fight. Ashvathama desired to please the defeated Duryodhana, so he went to the military camp of the Pandavas and killed the 5 sleeping sons of Draupadī, the chaste wife of the Pandavas. He then came back and reported this to Duryodhana. But Duryodhana disapproved of this heinous act and was not at all pleased. Heinous here means very gruesome, very cruel, disgusting, not good. Okay? So what happened, if I can let you know a bit better. So after the Kurukshetra war was finished, almost all the soldiers were killed. Then there was Bhima and Duryodhana that finally fought in a club fight, right? And Krishna gave a tip to Bhima on how to defeat Duryodhana that hit his leg. So Bhima broke Duryodhana's leg. So Duryodhana was lying flat, waiting to die. And then after that, there was only Duryodhana, Kripacharya, Ashvatthama, and one more warrior. I forgot. Maybe Samarth would remember. So Samarth, yes. Who was it?
Kritavarma.
Kritavarma, yeah. So the 3 of them survived, okay? So then this Ashvatthama was thinking, he was sleeping during the night, and then he saw an owl come at nighttime in the tree and started to kill the birds one by one. Silently, he would kill some birds in the tree like that. So he thought, I'm going to go to the camp of the Pandavas where they're sleeping now after the victory of the battle, and I'm going to kill them in their sleep. He thought like that. Then the other 2, Kritavarma and Kripacharya, were thinking, oh, this is not a good plan. You should not do like that. But he did not listen to them. Ashvatthama just went ahead. On his way, he saw a very fearful personality with 3 eyes and fire emanating from his body. So he understood, oh, this is Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva said, I will give you a sword to empower you. Of course, Lord Shiva, his arrangements sometimes are hard to understand. So Ashvatthama took the sword. As soon as he took the sword, he became enlivened with supernatural strength. He went into the Pandavas' camp, but what he did not know is that the Pandavas were not sleeping in the camp. They were sleeping in the enemy's camp, as was a custom for Kshatriyas to do when they won a battle. So he went into the camp. He tried to find them. Then he saw 5 figures sleeping. He was thinking, oh, this is the Pandavas. So he came with the sword and killed the 5 of them. Then he removed the blanket and saw, these are the sons. These are the sons. They're not the 5 Pandavas. There's the 5 sons, because Draupadī begot 1 son with each Pandava. That's it. That's all. 1 son with Yudhishthir, 1 with Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula, and Sahadev. That's it. So then he thought, oh, at least I can let Duryodhana know that I killed the Pandavas. I will fake it. So he cut the 5 heads, and then he brought those heads, and then he showed them to Duryodhana. He said, I killed the 5 Pandavas. So Duryodhana, he was weak, about to die, so he touched with his hand, and he could break 1 head with his hand. He said, these are not the heads of the Pandavas. The Pandavas' heads are as hard as iron. These are the heads of their sons. What have you done? You've killed our dynasty. So he did not like that. So Ashvatthama, you can see he's actually a very wicked person. There's another story that Lord Krishna spoke in the Mahabharata. One time, Ashvatthama went to Krishna in Dwarka, and he said, Krishna, he came like that, and Krishna was acting as a Kshatriya. Ashvatthama is supposed to be a Brahmana. So Krishna said, yes, Ashvatthama, have you come to beg for some charity? You say, ask me whatever you want. Ashvatthama said, I want your Sudarshan Chakra. So Krishna said, okay, it is here, next to me, the Sudarshan. You can take it. You can take it if you can lift it. So Ashvatthama came and tried to move the chakra. He could not even move it an inch, a little disc like this. So then he thought, I cannot take it. And then Krishna asked, well, let me ask you, what would you have done if you could have taken the chakra? Ashvatthama shamelessly said, I would have killed you. And after killing you, people would have known me to be the greatest of all. Just see how wicked he is. Yeah. So even though he was born of a Brahmana, Dronacharya, still he was very wicked-minded. So today's story is about him and how Draupadi forgave him. Okay, so we go back to the story. Here we are. So, as we said here, but Duryodhana disapproved of this heinous act. What is this heinous act? Killing the 5 sons and bringing their heads. Yeah. So there's a note here that says, evil people do not hesitate to perform any ruthless activity to satisfy their egos and revengeful attitudes. So he did not care about anything. He just wanted to revenge. Realizing that her 5 sons had died, Draupadi cried piteously with tears in her eyes. Her heart was utterly broken. How could the heart of a loving mother tolerate the death of her dear sons? Seeing Draupadi's lamentation, Arjuna tried to pacify her. I shall behead that fallen Brahmana Ashvatthama and wipe your tears. Guided by Krishna as his charioteer, Arjuna then equipped himself with armor, bow, and arrows and set out to chase Ashvatthama. Ashvatthama realized that Arjuna and Krishna were coming towards him in great speed. He had already seen their powerful combination in the Kurukshetra war. In great fear, he fled away, but Arjuna relentlessly pursued him. Seeing his life in danger, his horses exhausted, and finding no alternative, Ashvatthama released the Brahmastra, the ultimate weapon. The Brahmastra is like a nuclear weapon, it's a very, very, very powerful kind of bomb that destroys everything. But you can infuse it into a weapon. They chant mantra to infuse it into arrows and other weapons. He couldn't understand that the Brahmastra could destroy the world. He didn't even know how to withdraw it. Yet he thoughtlessly released it just to save himself. Thoughtlessly means without thinking properly about it. He didn't think even and just released it. We can see here the Brahmastra. See? So he imbued an arrow with the shining strength of Brahmastra. Thereupon, a glaring light spread in all directions, indicating a great danger. Bewildered at this, Arjuna took shelter of Krishna and said, My dear Lord, you make your devotees fearless. I don't understand the reason and source of this dangerous effulgence spreading everywhere. Lord Krishna then explained, Dear Arjuna, Ashvatthama released the Brahmastra out of fear for his life. He doesn't know how to retract it. Only another Brahmastra can counteract it. Please release your Brahmastra and retract both the Brahmastras. So Arjuna had to shoot his own Brahmastra at the other one and then bring it back under control, retract it. Selfish men think only of their safety and do not acknowledge how their activities trouble others. But noble people take responsibility for the welfare of others. So Ashvatthama was only thinking about himself, but Krishna and Arjuna are well-wishers of the whole world. Hearing this, Arjuna circumambulated Krishna and cast his Brahmastra. By the blessings of Krishna, Arjuna at once retracted both Brahmastras. Arjuna, his eyes blazing in anger, then bound Ashvatthama with ropes. Took him to the military camp and entrusted him to Draupadi. Draupadi was a kind-hearted lady and an exalted devotee of Lord Krishna. She was not comfortable seeing Ashvatthama bound by ropes. With deep compassion and respect, she spoke to Arjuna and the Pandavas. Please release him. After all, he is a Brahmana. His father Dronacharya had mercifully taught you Pandavas all military arts. Although Drona had died, now he is being represented by his son. Should be Drona has died, not had died. Ashvatthama. We Kshatriyas are supposed to be respectful to the Brahmanas, who are naturally our gurus. Now I have a question for you. Did Ashvatthama behave like a Brahmana?
No.
No, not at all. Huh? What he did was very heinous. So actually, from a practical perspective, Ashvatthama should have been chastised because he fell down. He fell away from his Brahminical status. But still here, because Draupadi is not a normal woman, she's a pure devotee, Krishna was testing also. He wanted to see the mercy of a pure devotee. To which extent? Oh, your 5 sons died. Let's see how you will behave. So Srimati Draupadi, even though her son died, she managed to forgive the murderer. So that is not to be done by normal people. We cannot imitate such compassion. Draupadi demonstrated her respectful attitude for the Brahmanas and exhibited her empathy for another woman. She said, Drona's wife, Kripi, is still living. I know the pain of a mother who had lost her son. I am experiencing the agony of the death of my sons. I don't want to give similar pain to Kripi. Please don't make her cry like me. So you see how very merciful she is. She's thinking about Ashvatthama's mother. If we kill Ashvatthama, then Kripi is going to be very much sad. And plus, she has no husband, whereas Draupadi still had her 5 husbands with her. A kind-hearted devotee, although personally experiencing pain, doesn't want others to suffer like oneself. This is empathy. Draupadi's words were filled with mercy, empathy, forgiveness, honesty, and justice. Empathy means to be able to feel what others feel. If we see someone very sad and we start to feel sad, that is called empathy. Yudhishthira Maharaj supported her arguments. Nakula, Sahadev, Satyaki, Arjuna, Krishna, the ladies and others all unanimously agreed with her. But Bhima disagreed with them and strongly recommended killing of Ashvatthama. Yet Draupadi wanted to save him. So there is, we're going to read this. So a lesson on empathy. One may not be able to acknowledge others' pain when one is personally experiencing pain. But empathetic people can do so. Empathy is to put oneself in the situation of others and see what they undergo. In this story, although Ashvatthama's act deeply pained Draupadi, she could empathize with his mother and excuse him from punishment. Learning from the example of Draupadi, we should also try to empathize with others as much as possible. Okay, so this is very good for oneself. If someone hurts us, we should still try to tolerate. But if someone offends Krishna or his devotees, then we have to become angry. Yes?
Yeah.
If someone, let's say, comes and hit a devotee, should we say, oh, I forgive you?
No.
No, we should become angry. Yes?
Yeah.
So here we can see Srimati Draupadi. So you look at this picture here. So you see Draupadi Devi is here. Then Ashvatthama, who just got arrested. Arjuna is there. Krishna. And does Bhima look happy?
No.
Bhima just wants to kill him. He's like, let me crush his skull. Mighty Bhima. Oh. To prevent both of them, Lord Krishna manifested 2 extra arms. With 2 hands, Krishna was trying to stop Bhima, and with 2 hands, he tried to stop Draupadi. With a smile, Krishna spoke to Arjuna. A Brahmana shouldn't be killed, but if he does a criminal act, he can be killed. O Arjuna, please fulfill your promise to Draupadi and satisfy Bhima and me. You see, because Arjuna said to Draupadi, I will kill him. So he made a promise. But now Draupadi is saying, don't kill Ashvatthama. Oh, so what to do? So Krishna asked Arjuna to settle the matter because he knew that Arjuna was very intelligent. Arjuna heard these contradictory orders of Krishna and responded intelligently. Arjuna took his sword and cut both hair and jewel from the head of Ashvatthama. This lifelong punishment of insult was symbolic of his death. He had already lost his bodily luster due to infanticide, killing children. So infanticide means to kill children. Now he lost his strength due to the loss of his jewel. Ashvatthama was then unbound and driven out of the camp. After that, the Pandavas and Draupadi, overwhelmed with grief, performed the necessary rituals for their departed relatives. So you see, by cutting the hair and removing the jewel that he had, Ashvatthama was as good as dead. Although he was not killed, it was as good as death punishment. So in this way, everybody was satisfied. Okay, now we will read this here. A lesson on forgiveness. Great people can tolerate personal suffering, but cannot see others suffering. You see, for example, Srila Prabhupada. He came to spread Krishna consciousness because we are suffering. But he tolerated what in the boat when he came here? Who knows? Can raise your hand. What happened to him in the ship? Yes, Samart.
Prabhu, heart attack came to Prabhupada.
He had 2 heart attacks in the ship. And then again, some heart difficulties when he reached America later on, So like that. So yes. So they do not wish to harm even those who have harmed them. They forgive even great offenders, taking inspiration from them. Let us try to forgive others, at least for their small and unintentional mistakes, to begin with. Of course, if it's necessary and unavoidable, sometimes the wrongdoers must be punished. The Pandavas did so in the Kurukshetra war, under the guidance of Krishna, to establish dharma. But while punishing offenders, devotees do not hold any grudge, hatred, or envy. Yeah, okay, so... Okay, all right, now I'm adding you back. So let me know, is there any time where someone did something to you and you have forgiven them? Hare Krishna Bhavya, I see that you're here. Hare Krishna Rishika. So you can raise your hand. Has it happened that someone did something to you and then you finally forgave them? Who would like to speak?
Narayan did one.
I think between brothers, there's often some quarrels, right? Yes. So between brothers, you sometimes upset Narayan sometimes upsets you, but you end up forgiving one another, isn't it? Very good. Okay. Anyone else would like to say something about forgiveness?
Mitra.
Okay. All right. Vishrut and Narayani, okay. Samart, yes, Samart, go ahead.
Prabhu, today morning I was going, then Vishrut was just little bit, he was just like laughing at me. Then I just forgave him.
Very good. You heard this, Vishrut? You've been forgiven for your Vaishnava parad. I don't know if he's there now. His screen is black. Vishrut and Narayani were together at the temple somehow. They're not here. Okay, everyone, go grab your weapon against Maya. Get your beads. We're going to chant. Yes, weapon against Maya.
Grandpa, can we watch the
Okay. Get your beads, get your beads. Is everyone ready?
Yes.
Oh, Narayani is there now. Vishrut is blackout, but Narayani is there. Yes. Okay. Take your beads. Narayani, you can get your beads. We're going to start.
Nanda,
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Nam Hare Hare. Unmute yourselves, chant louder. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Nam Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Nam Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Nam Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Nam Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Nam Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Nam Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Nam Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Nam Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Nam Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Nam Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Nam Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Nam Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Nam Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Nam Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Nam Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Nam Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Nam Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Nam Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Nam Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Nam Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Nam Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Nam Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Nam Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Nam Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Nam Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Nam Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Nam Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Nam Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Nam Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Nam Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Nam Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Nam Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Nam Hare Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Nam Hare Krishna Hare Ram Nam Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Nam Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Nam Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Nam Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram.
Yes, the second one.
Yes.
Unfortunately, this is a nice song, but it's a song promoting a nonsense Bollywood movie, who has nothing to do with Hanuman actually. They made this anyway, but the song is nice at least, right? Okay, very good. And
That was the second one.
I have a good news for you. Okay, I
Legend
am
of
now
Hanuman.
downloading season 3 and 4 of the Hanuman series. So I'm gonna show you a little here. So this Hanuman clip before. I don't know if your parents had shown you. So actually, I'm downloading them now, so you can see this. I'm showing you a little bit now.
What is it?
Legends of Hanuman. This is season. Somehow there's no sound here. Anyway, you see who is this? So you see there's Kumbhakarna there. They will fight and all. Angad, Hanuman fighting. Okay, so would you like to watch these?
Yes.
So what I'll do when I finish downloading those, I will be sharing them with you. Okay. All right. Okay, Hare Krishna, Vancha Kalpatarubhascha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah, Anantakuti Vaishnavani ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Jai Go Premanande, Hari Hari. Okay.